So this is purling with the contrast color locking the main color on the wrong side. Okay, so we're going to get started here and purl a few to get over to our main color. Okay, there's our main color there, so we're going to purl that stitch and we'll lock the next stitch. Okay. Same thing. We're going to insert as if to purl, and you're going to bring this yarn from the bottom up, and then you're going to bring your contrast down and around, and then you're going to undo this one here. So you're always going to undo no matter what, but and then you're going to finish the purl, complete the purl. So we're going to purl the stitch. Sorry, I'm wandering again. Alright, next one we're going to lock. Insert as if to purl. You're going to bring this from the bottom up and around. And this one you're going to bring from the top down. And then you're going to undo that one and finish the stitch. Okay, and then you're going to purl the next stitch. And if you have any slack, you can pull that out there. Okay, so next one, from the bottom up, wrap from the bottom down, and then unwrap the stitch and complete the purl. Purl the next stitch. Let's see if I can land it flat a little bit. Lay it flat, because this is really a hard one to see. Alright, so insert as if to purl. Bring from the bottom up, from the top down, and then undo that. So we're going to go back the way we came, undo that, and then finish the stitch. Did that help a little bit? And see, it's hanging out here. You see how it's hanging there, and it's not really locked in there yet? And the same thing, you're finishing the lock when you finish that next stitch. It's set up to be intertwined with that one, so when you finish that next stitch, it's locked in there, neat and tidy. See, and this one's easier to see too. See those floats here? Whereas when you were doing the knit on the knit side, you really couldn't see these hanging out down below here. But you can really see these floating around there, and that they're truly locked in between each of these stitches here. Okay, so we'll do it again. Insert as if to purl. Bring it from the bottom up, top down, and undo it. And finish the purl. Sorry, I'm fighting with it on my not so handy dandy side. And purl the next stitch. And that is the end of that round. I'm going to finish with some knits, and I'll show it to you on both sides. So the whole point of this is to lock it without working the actual yarn you're locking. So you see the locks there, and then when you flip it, there's a little one right there. That's just a tension issue right there. So if you do get that one there, you can just pull that. See how that tension is really loose right there? If you pull that, that eliminates a lot of that there. And it's still, you're not always going to have a perfect piece of work when you have the darker color just floating in the back and you're not really working it. But you're going to get it as close to perfect as you can. See how my tension is off there? Doesn't help that I'm not really watching my hands and I'm watching the video instead. But it's pretty much invisible. So there you go, wrapping the main color on the wrong side.